Hey guys, this is Patrina and this is part 4 of my Simple Clock app tutorial series. So in this video I'm going to add a world clock to my Simple Clock app. The code that I'm going to use to create this world clock is inspired by I Know Python, a channel called I Know Python. I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can go and check that out. He created a world clock with Tkinter, so if you're interested in that, you can check the description below. So yeah. Also, if you haven't watched part 1, 2, and 3 of my Simple Clock app tutorial series, then you can go and check those out if you're interested. Okay, so I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. I am not a professional programmer. I'm just someone who's trying to teach herself how to code. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a tabbed panel item. And we're going to call this one world clock, okay? So write text world clock. Okay. Next thing is we're going to create a box layout. We're going to set the orientation to vertical and then the size hint to 1, 1. And now we're going to put about 6 or 8 labels in this box layout because I want to display the cities of different countries in the world with their time in this tab. So yeah. So we're going to create like 6 labels or 8 maybe. So I'm going to set the ID of this one to TZ. And next one. Okay. Just going to copy this and paste, paste, paste. Okay. Just going to change the numbers beside them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the font size of all the labels to 20. So font size to 20. Okay. Now we're going to go into our Python file. So in here we're going to import datetime. So from datetime import. This is going to get the current time and date of each country. So yeah. Okay, and then we're going to import the Python time zone module. So this is going to get all the time zones of each country. Okay, now we're going to add some code into this update function. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a variable called correct time. Excuse me. And we're going to write str time. I want this ones to have a bigger size font, so I'm gonna set the size here to 30 and set the size of this one to 30. Sorry. And we're just gonna close it. And now we're just gonna put the hour and the minute and the second. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna access the first and second label. So we're gonna say self.root.ids.tz.text is equal to local time. I want the font size of this one to be 22. So I'm just gonna set the font size to 22. And I'm gonna access the second label. I'm gonna put the correct time in here, correct time variable in here. So now we're just gonna run it and have a look at it. So just go into here. Oh, okay, so there you go. This is my local time. I live in Papua New Guinea, by the way. If you don't know where that is, it is one of the Pacific countries. It's just above Australia. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look for the time zones. So I'm just gonna go into the Python ID or something, and then I'm gonna import PyTZ. I'm gonna say for TZ, or you can say X, in PyTZ dot all time zones print X. So yeah, there you go. Now it's printing, showing us all of the time zones. I've already chosen around 6 or 7, so here they are. They're right here. So I'm gonna use them. Okay, so now we are going to put all of the cities here into my world clock. Okay, I'm just gonna say now home, create a variable called home. Oh yeah, sorry for the long pause. So home is equals to um just gonna copy this. And paste it in here. Now we're gonna get the time of local time of Asia Tokyo. So we're just gonna say local time equals daytime dot now, and we're gonna put home in here. And then we're just gonna create another variable called current time, and we're gonna say local time dot strf rf time, and we're gonna do the same thing as we did up here. So I'm just gonna copy this and paste it here. And now we're going to access the one of the labels there. So self.root.ids.tz2.text is equal to correct is equal to current time. Now we're going to say Tokyo, and we're going to tab it out a bit, and we're going to add the current time to the side. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, how many countries there are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're just gonna copy and paste 5 or more of those. So copy, paste. So that's like 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more, 6. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this one out like this and say Australia, Sydney, Sydney, America, New York, we're gonna write New York, Europe, Madrid, Madrid, and Africa, gonna say Cairo, Cairo, and Israel, oh yeah, Israel, we're gonna say Israel. Okay, we're just gonna change all of those numbers. So we're going to say 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're just gonna save it, and now we're just gonna run it and see. Now let's exit out from this first, and so there you go. This is our clock app. World clock. Sorry. So this is the world clock. This is as simple as I can do. So yeah, the simplest world clock ever. If you want to change it, you just go and do what I did before to get the time zones, and then you can change the you can just change the names and the countries here, and then yeah, and then you can just load it again and it's gonna change. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.